Good morning. Every year around this time, there's a turnover in the parish leadership in the number of parishes that I oversee and work in my position at the diocese. Leaders who have volunteered through the year doing incredible work with families and children and teenagers, and also walking with those who are considering checking out what it would mean to live life as a Catholic. These leaders, after having, and they're mostly volunteers, after having served so well, often have things that come up in family, or they've just, I've had 2 ladies retire this year and they've been doing this for 35 years. What gratitude we owe them. It's incredible. Well, that means that in these months now that I'm facing, there's a lot of orientation that goes on of new leaders. Pastors have kind of looked at the people in their parish and seen if there's an ability to tap someone else's shoulder. Would you lead? Would you consider doing this? And so this orientation time, I've had last week, I had a number of them. I had a fellow yesterday, I have someone today. This orientation time always inspires me immensely, because there I am, watching this person wrap their mind around doing something unique with their life, something they haven't done before. What does it mean to say yes? Often their first impression is, or their first thought is, gosh, I don't know if I have what it takes. How can I do this? I'm just me. Well, the wonder that unfolds before me as I try and accompany them through these first steps and through what it would take and how they need to organize and what they're looking for in new team members is that I see that there's a willingness there that goes beyond what they know. When we say yes to something new, we say yes to the whole thing. Often we say yes to what we don't understand and can't project into the future for. Fingers crossed, relying on the Holy Spirit, we can do what we're asked to do. But saying yes takes a particular kind of courage, a particular kind of trust. I'm not just talking about the trust that we need to say yes to ministry in the church, but to say yes to many decisions in our lives. Many of us are faced with new choices as we come out of COVID. What will my life look like? Do I need to change my job? Do I need to change my living arrangements or my living location? Do I need to reanalyze my relationships? When I say yes to something new, I always precede it with prayer. Dear God, help me to know what's right. How do I know if this is a decision that's a positive one for me? St. Ignatius has lots of pointers on this, and maybe we'll go through that in our next video. Discernment. But what I really appreciate and what I think is key is as we begin the process, we say yes to something that we're unclear about. There's mystery involved. I don't have all the answers. I don't know what all of the consequences will be. Take time for prayer, reflection, making sure that what you are considering is something that at least you're willing to give a try to, and know that you're not alone. Saying yes to something doesn't mean you've got all your ducks in a row. It doesn't mean you've even really got absolute surety about what you're saying. But there's something inside you that's saying, give it a shot. And as believers, we know we can lean on the divine, our angels and our friends to be able to help us see it through. Consider what you're considering right now. Is a yes in your future?